Welcome back to the broadcast. A few months ago, we interviewed the actors of the film Heaven is for Real, and today we've got the real-life dad and son who actually lived the events that inspired the movie. Welcome, Todd and Colton Burpo. It's great to talk to y'all.
Thank you for having us.
So good to talk to you. Well, I was one of those many people who picked up your book and read it several years ago, and then went on to see the movie. And I got to tell you, it was very eye-opening. We enjoyed it very much.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so we know Colton's near-death experience changed your family's life. Now, how have the book and the movie affected all of you?
It's made our life more chaotic.
Yeah.
Chaotic?
I think it's been a whole family decision now. Yeah, chaotic in the sense of traveling, but at the same time, the whole family is a part of sharing this story. And it takes up a lot of our time now, but because of the people that we're helping, it's definitely been a and but it's been worth it.
Todd, I know you're a pastor of a church. I grew up as a pastor's daughter myself.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you were commissioned, right, to share God's word. Would you have ever imagined that this trail would lead you into sharing more of God's word?
Well, you know, if I was looking for the spotlight, I wouldn't live in a small town like Imperial, Nebraska. So I never dreamed of anything like this. We came back from Mexico City just last week talking about heaven and the hope of heaven. And when we talk about what Jesus did for Colton, we want people to understand, hopefully when they see the DVD, when they read the book, what Jesus did for Colton, he wants to do for them too.
Right. Well, I saw the movie, and I actually interviewed all three of those actors, a few of those actors. How well would you say that the movie got it right, the story?
I thought they did an amazing job. I mean, what Connor did, even when he annoyed his sister or when he was making fun of my mom singing, I would do that.
Yeah, I think when Colton saw Connor for the first time, he said it was like meeting mini-me.
Aww.
And it so was. And Greg Kinnear, again, he even walked like I do in the movie.
Really?
I'll be honest with you, it's creepy to see how good actors can learn and study you so quickly. Sometimes it's strange to watch, but it is impressive. You know, Greg did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I thought they were all wonderful. Now, Colton, you were just 3 years old when you almost died. How much of that do you remember?
Well, I can remember most of what I can remember most of what I experienced.
Okay.
There we go. But I remember being with Jesus, being with my great-grandpa, my sister. I remember playing with lions, which you can't really do that down here.
Lions. You were actually playing with lions.
That's Pop.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
just like you would play with a dog.
Wow.
Now, some of my memories of heaven have faded over time because not many people can remember what they did when they were 4.
Right. Right. I love to talk to people who have actually had the same experience as you, because even, like I said, even being a pastor's daughter and growing up and believing the Bible and hearing all the stories, you still want to hear somebody talk about the experience who actually lived it themselves.
Yes.
And what would you say, as far back as you can remember, because I know you're only 3, but what would you say was, in one sentence, what would you say heaven was like for you?
Heaven was awesome.
Awesome.
If you ask for one sentence, you'll get half of one.
Well,
I have teenagers too. I know how
the
that
thing
works.
is,
Yeah.
I mean, heaven is such a perfect place. Why would you ever want to leave there?
Yeah. Well, and you didn't at first, right? And then you came back.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing. I love your story, and I thank you so very much for sharing the book and now being a part of this movie, and it is so touching, and we definitely appreciate your time today.
Well, thank you for making the time for us.
Absolutely. All right, if you'd like to see Heaven is for Real, you can pick up a copy wherever you get your favorite film rentals. And we're back with more broadcast right after.